Hi guys, we got this car. We've been driving this car for 3 days. I'm going to tell you what I like about this car and what I think should be improved. So let's go. Let's start from the outside. As you can see, the silhouette of the car is a fastback, and the side profile is very sharp. The back profile is also very sharp. The front profile is even sharper and even more aggressive. With the lights, the DRL, it will give you an identity that some of you, especially those of you who really like to be standing out in front of everybody, before you come, your car has already announced your arrival. So this lion fang that you have as a DRL light will give that impression for you. So this is the Peugeot 408, which I drove from KL to Penang and Penang back to KL. I also had a bit in city driving in traffic jam condition. So I'll tell you what I like about it. So exterior wise, this car is very sharp. I like, it's very young. So I like to be young lah. Uncle sudah tua, still want to be young. Okay. Exterior wise, there's no complaint lah. It's personal preference. If you don't like the exterior, you will stop watching here already. So let's go inside and I show you what are the things that is interesting. Before that, let me show you. Let me show you the. Check out these lights. Even these lights are different from some other brands because the design of Peugeot always tend to stand out in terms of design wise. So very nice. I also like this. Okay, let's check out the inside. Okay, so I'm not going to show the startup of the infotainment and also the meter because I've already done that in my Bahasa video. I actually did a Bahasa full review also for this car with the 3 days experience that I had. So I want to talk about different things in this video. First, build quality. Check out the build quality. I'm hammering the car and you don't get any loose sounding materials. If it's a HRV, a CRV, you knock, you get all the plasticky sound and some vibration from all those other things. So this car rivals, yes, the CRV or the Honda Civic or the Mazda 3 at that price point, around 160 to about 190, depending on what spec you buy. So this car, you look at the materials, these are soft touch material. This is also very solid, and when you close the door, you get a very solid feel. So immediately, this car has elevated you from Honda CRV, Honda Civic, Mazda 3 level to a BMW, Audi, and Continental level. Why? Because the build quality of the car is super solid. Okay, even you look at the center console, you can push it, whatever lah. Go wash the car. This part is made of plastic, so this part got a bit of Okay, otherwise this part is very solid, and even the front dashboard is very solid. Check out the design, the materials used are not those flimsy plastic. Okay, and the display is very nice, very clear, even though it's not as big as some of the China cars. And even here, the display is very nice and very clear, even though it's not as big as the China cars. Sometimes things when it's big may not be the best. Okay, let's talk about the steering first. What I like and what I don't like about the steering. The top is flat, the bottom is flat. The first thing, your intuition will tell you that this is not a race car. And why do you put it? Flat bottom is quite common, but flat top is not. But for long distance, I like this steering because I can have a few driving position. Number one, long distance driving position, my left hand is actually rested at the center console. My right hand is just holding, steering the car at whatever speed for some distance lah. Okay, it's a very comfortable position. One. Second comfortable position is this. So this also comes with this kind of shape where it's very grippy for you. So if I were to grip the steering this way, I can in fact steer the car very easily. And there are also parts of the car, parts of the steering where there is this kind of shape where it's very ergonomic. You can grip here, you can grip here, and at the back there's also a protrusion of the steering for you to actually lock your fingers or lock your palms here for this driving position. So there are many driving positions for you. For long distance, this car is amazing because it offers you a varied variety of driving position. But Unfortunately, I went to Penang and I went to Balik Pulau, Batu Ferringhi. You know those windy uphill roads where you have to keep turning, very short and very, very sharp. So when you come to that kind of situation, like Genting Highlands and all, the flat top may not be the best, okay, may not be the best because, and especially the steering is a bit small. So you have to do a more steer, okay, more turn. And then sometimes this flat bottom feels a bit out of place. So you have to get used to it. I believe we're getting used to it, you will feel all right. But me being new to the car and only 2 or 3 days old, it was a challenge. Especially I went Balik Pulau on the first day. Yeah, okay, so that is for your consideration. This car also comes with pedal shifters, which I think you don't need, which I think I didn't even use. What I like most about this car is the ACC, the ACC that gives you very good distance engagement as well as speed and as well as their braking. So let's talk about the distance. This car, you do not have to set the distance of you and the forward car because it goes by speed. If you are at 50, 60 kilometers an hour, the distance between you and the front car is about 3, maybe 4 cars at most. Yeah, but if you are up to about 110, 120, the distance will be further. The car will start to react. When the front car slows down, your car will start to react when it's about 6, 7 cars away. So how far is 6, 7 cars? Can you see the grass up front? Yeah, that's where the Peugeot 408 will start to slow down. And the slowing down I love, because why? I've used a few ACC, whether it's a third party, whether it's other car, other brands. This car, the braking is very seamless and very smooth. It's not like those that gives you very abrupt braking. Okay, so those abrupt braking, you will get your baby, your parents sleeping at the back, they will get shocked. This is very slow, very seamless and very smooth. Okay, so that's what I like about the ACC. So I will give this ACC a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. In fact, this car can slow down until 0. Until 0. And if you slow down more than at 0, it will engage the handbrake. And then you will have to restart the system by simply pressing the play button. Then when the front car leaves, when you press the play button, you will continue your ACC. So no problems at all. So I got a very good experience driving this car back with ACC because brings me to this point. When the car is at low speed, very low speed, the gear, or rather the transmission, I have to clarify this, but I will give you this as your warning for those of you who really love to buy this car. So this is a warning video for you, so that a few checklists, not warning, checklist. Okay, a few checklists for you to actually check out what you should really understand and try out before you buy this car. So number 1 is the gear transmission. So you have to take the car out for, hang on, okay, take the car out, excuse me, take the car out for maybe half an hour or more, right? Drive the car, and then you go into a traffic jam condition, okay, after half an hour. Go into a traffic jam condition and then you test the gear. Because I had this experience, it may be just specific to this car because this car has been used by them for test drive. Excuse me. For test drive. Okay, so I find that the transmission, the gearbox, a bit jerky when it comes to low speed. I do not know why. So I'm a bit sensitive. I'm a very light footer. So normal DCT cars, people complain about Volkswagen at low speed being jerky, the gear transmission and all. I don't have that problem when I drive Volkswagen because my foot is very, very light. But I have that here. That occurred to me here. So you have to check this out. Gear transmission. Secondly, aircon. Maybe this car is quite old. Okay, so you have to check the aircon. After about half an hour, 45 minutes, the aircon not so cold. And then after a while, it will come back cold. So you have to check. That is the 2 things. The third thing is the braking. Okay, for all Continental cars, I've driven BMW, Audis, Mercedes, Volvos, even up to Volkswagen, yeah, Porsches. The main key for braking, or main standard for braking in Continental cars are very, very high. They're very grippy, they're very, very sensitive. But unfortunately, this car, or maybe specific to this unit, the brake is not so grippy. So that is a bit let down for me lah. Okay, so these are the three main things that you must check. Okay, I tell you the bad things first so that you know to check, but there are a lot of good things. So let me start with all the good things, or maybe you're not listening already after I tell you all the bad things. Okay, that's live. Not many people will tell you all the bad things, and not many people dare to tell you the bad things because they cari makan. I don't. I don't. So one thing, driving position. Check out this seat. This seat. This seat has been amazing. For the past 3 days, I've driven like, first day I've driven almost about 6 hours and more than 1 hour plus in traffic jam condition. And this is almost about 5 hours of non-stop driving. The driving position in the seat is amazing. The driving position is also very good. It's slightly higher than a sedan, a bit lower than a SUV. I'm comparing this with my old CRV, but the driving position is comfortable for a person 50. Yeah, I'm 50 already, damn it. So 50 years old, you know, once you pass 47, 48, your eyesight gets very tired when you drive for long distance after 1 hour plus. But this car, no. I'm still very fresh after driving 5 hours. I'm now talking to you after a 5-hour drive back from Penang. I'm telling you now so that I don't forget. So driving position, amazing. Engine is super powerful, 215 horsepower, 300 Newton meters of torque. You're never short of power. Okay, the handling is very, very sharp. As good as a Volkswagen, BMW, maybe the Audi RS. Okay, maybe the Audi, no lah, the S lah, the S. Yeah, the S line. Okay, the cabin insulation is very, very quiet. It can come up to your BMW 5 Series level. It can come up to your Volkswagen is slightly below the BMWs. And this is very, very good. Very, very good insulation, cabin insulation. Driver seat is very supportive and you don't feel tired after hours of driving. Steering is good for long distance, but not so good for winding roads and sharp corners. Okay. Infotainment is very clear. Okay, let me show you. This car comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So my phone is locked in. So just let me turn off the volume first. Yeah. So you see now is night mode. My Waze is displayed here. My Spotify is displayed here. So very, very nice to use. And many of us who have phones in the car who don't have an Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you have to put your phone on a holder here and there, and the phone screen is quite small. This is a bit bigger than the phone screen, and the layout is very easy. Yeah, very easy. So as a driver, you are seated here. Okay, this is almost at my eye level. I can look at the road and look at the screen. Very convenient, very, very safe. Yeah, so that is what I like. And Android Auto, amazing. Everything just seamlessly connects. Yeah. The meter cluster, some of you might say that, okay, this is my eye level. I'm looking at the meter. I can only see the top part of the meter cluster and not the bottom part. The engineers have thought about it. Okay, after driving this car for a few hours, I realized all the information, important information, are actually at the top. Your trip meter, your consumption, your speed, your gear position, your mileage, your temperature, your fuel tank, everything is on top. If you look at the bottom part of the meter cluster or meter display, there's nothing. It's actually blacked out or with the Peugeot brand only. So the engineers have actually thought about this, and that's why maybe they made this part flat lah. I don't know. I'm not speaking for the engineers. I'm just talking from my experience. And this car has got amazing ACC, very user-friendly, as I mentioned earlier. Brakes very gently and not abruptly, and takes away the stress of long-distance driving. Okay, one of the reasons why I'm still fresh is also I let the car do most of the driving on the highway because of the ACC. Yeah, so I just set a speed limit of 110 or 115. Then why I set it a bit higher is because the car in front will slow down. Okay, then this car, your car, will actually also slow down. But when the car picks up, if you set at 110, this car will pick up but a bit slower. So the car behind you will feel irritated. So that's why I put it at 115, so that when the car speeds off, okay, this car will take a bit of time to react, but then it will go up to 115 and it follows the front car at maybe 110. Yeah, so that's why I set it a bit higher. Yeah, the other down point is the transmission a bit jerky, aircon sometimes not cold, and this is a premium spec. It's not the highest spec. The highest spec is called GT. The GT spec comes with 13 focal speakers, excellent sound system, but this is a premium spec and it comes with very lousy speakers. Yeah, I'm going to show you my face. I'm going to tell it in your face. Speakers is crap. Yeah, because my Peugeot Ativa speakers are better than these speakers. So I'm quite disappointed that they actually put the lower speakers. Maybe they put the lower speakers here in the hope that when you listen to this and you compare it with their GT spec, you will buy the GT spec. But they forget that when Malaysians buy the car based on the price, and not many people can actually in fact afford a $200,000 Continental car, because if they were to go to 200,000 or 198 or 195, they would probably go to a BMW, because Malaysians, as you know, are very showy. Yeah? So if this is around 160 and you are putting this kind of crappy speakers, you are actually chasing away your potential customers from other cars, like the Honda Civic, like the Honda CR-V, like some of the other China makes, because your speakers are crappy. One of the things the China car makers did correctly is they at least put the worst speakers like Cherry. At least they have a Sony speaker. Okay, and this is way below the Sony speakers. And I'm comparing with me playing Spotify music. I'm not playing those pirated music with very low bit rate. These are all very good, high quality, high bit rate music from Spotify. Okay, so yeah, there's a big letdown. So if you are really into this car, be prepared to spend maybe $1,000 to change your main speakers and your tweeters lah. Otherwise, you're not going to enjoy the music. Yeah. Walk-away lock is very good. Braking is less grippy. Okay, sometimes less than the other Continental brands. So that's all my observation and experience with this car for the past 3 days. So I hope you like it, and there are many other things that I wanted to share with you, but because my camera has got a technical problem, I cannot use this camera in a way that we normally use. So I hope you ask me the questions in the comments and I will answer you. Yeah, so thank you very much for your time. Do call the, if you're really interested into this car, do call the sales advisor, because this car currently they're throwing tens of thousands of discount. Yeah, so call the SA. His name is Kamil from Kota Damansara Peugeot, and I want to thank you to Stellantis for loaning us the car for 3 days. Yeah, and any question, just ask in the comments below. See you again. Bye bye. Do check out our Bahasa review. I did point out certain things there that I did not point out here because I don't have time. So see you again. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support our channel. Share our video to your friends who are interested in cars. See you again. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.